Leoni Hodgson. She is our next speaker. She has Sun in Cancer, Moon in Libra, and Ascendant Scorpio. So don't play with her. Leoni means lioness or lion. And my African friend told me that there's a saying that if the lion shows the teeth, he is not necessarily smiling. So Leoni lives at the moment in Australia, but she has English Maori blood, so she has warrior in her. She has built a beautiful center in Brisbane. It is called the Brisbane Goodwill Center. It's wonderful in its atmosphere. She's not tall, but like a seed of mustard, gives the flavor to whole meal, so she is in the group. And like the seed has the whole kingdom within, so she has. Her eyes are piercing and penetrating. Her voice is soft like velvet dark. She's magnetic and mysterious. So no wonder we were there, I don't remember how many years ago we were there in this place in the woods. What was the name of it? Neverly, I suppose. They're far away, honestly. There's nothing, but she is getting these huge bouquets from her husband. So this is probably this to all of the husbands and boyfriends in this room. But I want to say to you, Leoni, during the years I have been learning to respect you more and more and more. Because of your love for teaching and your kind and compassionate, and at the same time, this firm spiritual grip on your brothers and sisters on path. Welcome, Leoni.
I don't want to stand up. Well, I wasn't expecting that. But yes, I'm Leoni. I'm living in Brisbane, Australia, but as Turia said, my roots are from New Zealand and Polynesian, and I'm glad she mentioned that because I brought that flavour into my talk today, so you'll understand why. Because the Maori race, which I'm from, is a fourth root race, said Blavatsky. It's very interesting. Leoni Hodgson considered it to be a sub-race of the Aryan first Aryan race, the Hindu, but I think Blavatsky is probably right, but I'm still open to thinking about that. But my talk this morning is on the fourth vibration. I'll just get this up. Excuse me, this one. Sorry, I've got something technical here. I might need your help, Bob. Oh, maybe it wouldn't go to the slideshow. I've pressed that again.
I think you turned it.
Oh, I turned it off. Turn it off.
That's what it was.
Now,
I think we need to.
oh, it's going now.
Can you stop it for a second?
Right?
Because it's not to the screen. Can you stop it?
It was on there before.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to sleep. Oh, yeah.
Phew. I was thinking, how am I going to do this talk without this? But living with the fourth vibration, and I get myself. So my presentation this morning, I've tried to be very forthright, and I've got video, music and photographs, and I won't be talking that much, but I'll have a lot of things for you to look at, so I hope you enjoy it. The fourth ray is simply the energy of the fourth ray force, and as we know, the fourth ray is one of the 7 rays. The 7 rays, breaths, heavenly men are 7 great streams of energy and power. And I often get this vision at the Big Bang time, at the dawn of the universe, when the unmanifest manifested and these 7 great energies went pouring out into the universe. And the universe as we know it began from that point on. So the 7 rays represent the will of God. They are the forces of God at work in the universe. And in our solar system, they are the sum total of all souls, and they produce all forms. They subject the kingdoms of nature to the play of life, of spirit, evolving consciousness at all levels. There's nothing in the universe that the 7 rays don't build, provide the forms for, develop consciousness and help us evolve into our spiritual nature. God is seeking freedom of expression through the universe, and the rays are the means through which this is achieved. So we have the first major 3 rays, ray 1 of power, ray 2 of love, ray 3 of intelligence, the trinity of forces. And there is the ray 4, harmony through conflict, through the center, and it's most significant just visually about where that 4th ray fits. It is lower than the higher 3 and the highest of the lower 4. So we have power, love, intelligence higher, harmony through conflict, the bridging ray, and the lower 3 rays, mind, devotion, and order. The 4th ray of harmony through conflict, it's the yellow ray. And I like looking at this little play of fire there and see, one can imagine in the top right hand corner the pure 4th ray energy, but as it comes down through the layers of substance it takes on colour, and you can almost imagine down the bottom left corner the turmoil and agony and suffering that takes place because we're part of the human kingdom, but we're trying to move upward in our fire and in our spirit. Another technical hitch. Bob. I just need to move it on. It won't move on. Just, I might have to stop it and move it on. Yeah, okay, sorry.
You can turn your volume up too, and then I can boost it more. Wait.
Where's the volume?
Sorry.
Okay. So I really love this symbol, probably one of the best symbols for the 4th ray, symbolizing the harmony through conflict, and the fact that it is the bridging ray, it's the yin-yang, of course, mediating between opposing forces and leading to union. And we see in the yin-yang single the perfect balance between what otherwise are the warring forces of spirit and matter, light and dark, father, mother. So the names of the 4th ray Lord, I love pondering them because they give a clue to the purpose of the force and its effect. And the first 3 that I have selected are symbolic of the bridging, mediating aspect of the 4th ray. And so we have a link between the 3 and 3, the divine intermediary, and the lower than the 3 and the highest of the 4, mediating and bridging. Then we have those that can be related to the war conflict aspect, the hand of God, The trumpet of the Lord, love that one. The one who marks the parting of the way, war and conflict. And then the third group, the transformational harmonizing aspect of the fourth ray, the corrector of the form, the mountain whereon form dies, the seed that is the flower. So we really get the sense of death and transformation and that transforming effect, which is just such an important, wonderful part of the fourth ray. And then the sacred beauty aspect of as well, the light within the light. The master and the dweller in the holy place really evokes that sacred energy, that sense of being sacred. The fourth ray is God's bridging, beautifying and harmonizing force. Now a little bit of numerology, just playing around with the number 4. So where does 4 fit in the creative process? There is a simple equation that represents the universal creative process. You all know this one. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10. Now, this can be interpreted in several ways, but generally, 1, as we know, is the initiating power of Father, and then the polar opposite, 2, matter or mother, and then 3, the creative process arising from the 1 and the 2. And here we have 4, form life, through which creativity is expressed and the densest limits of the universe. In man, it represents the lower quaternary, physical, emotional, mind, personality. It also represents the struggle required to purify the sense vehicles. And this involves the equal sign. I was playing with this. And we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like what Buddha said, the Noble Eightfold Path, or the Raja Yoga path. 5, related to mind purification. 6, emotional purification. 7, physical etheric purification. 8, related to the Christ spirit, love and wisdom, waiting to be birthed, waiting to be revealed through the process of the 9. Initiation, which leads to resolution, or the 10, which is perfection, which leads us eventually back to the 1, the monad, and to the one life, we could say. Just putting it another way, a symbol for God at work in the universe, the Pythagorean tectatrix. And so we have here Father Spirit 1, Mother Matter, phenomenal universe, form life. Of course, the universe isn't in this beautiful symbolic form in the process of it all, but one can imagine that when this perfect symbolic form is achieved with right balance, then the 10 is achieved and a universal day is completed. So just how does the 2 become 3 leading to the 4, playing a game with numbers? The 1 on its own represents God or the monad, spirit, the originator of life, and then the 2-1 dynamic, 2 represents the matter or prakriti, as we know. But when the 3 factor or consciousness or soul arises, it does so from the 1 and the 2, and then we have a shift, and consciousness or soul is considered to be the second aspect, and that which was 2 is now the third aspect of the Divine Trinity. The lower quaternary again, the little square box, the 4, and above it the 1, 2 and 3 above it, completing that symbol there. And oh good, that's working. The 4 represents form and the 4th ray and the beautification and harmonization of form. So ray 4 rules opposites such as black and white, peace and harmony, and conflict and war, beauty and ugliness, valor and cowardice. And that's a wonderful clip I got for Hercules. You will recognize the Scorpio labor there with a Hydra getting clubbed to death by a valorous Hercules wearing the lion's head up there. It's just wonderful. And in many countries, the white feather is the symbol of cowardice. And we have also negotiation and arguments, and there are very, very many opposites. And finally, the one I picked was happy and sad, though the happy one doesn't look very happy to me. Something sinister and scorpionic about that one. I recognise him. So establishing harmony from conflict is vital because the fourth ray and number 4 is the major influence on man. And the Christ cannot return to earth or the Christ consciousness be established until a certain measure of harmony has been established, until the fourth ray has done its work. So not only does 4 rule humanity, it is the most powerful vibration in our solar system and in the system at the moment. And you all know this, but I'll just put it up again. Ours is a solar system of the 4th order, meaning it is located on the 4th cosmic etheric plane, the Buddhic plane, the plane of union for man and spirit. So remember when that 4th ray was going across, 3 higher, 3 lower, perfect symbol for the Buddhic plane, number 4. The Earth scheme is the 4th scheme. The logoic life wave is in the 4th chain in the Earth scheme. On the 4th globe, our Earth in the 4th round. The human kingdom is the 4th kingdom in nature. Our monads belong to the 4th creative hierarchy. Many human beings have their minds tuned to the 4th ray. I believe probably the greater proportion of human beings on earth have a 4th ray mind. Therefore it makes it, not only are we ruled by the 4th ray as a kingdom in nature, but so many of us are vibrating to that 4th ray, if not in our mind, in our personality nature as well. And the 4th ray is returning now for another cycle of influence, 40,000 years, I think I remember Michael saying. 444 everywhere. We're being bombarded by the 4th vibration, but what does it all mean? It is an opportunity for at-one-ment, for the solar logos to take a 4th cosmic initiation, the planetary logos, Sanat Kumara, to take a 4th solar initiation, mankind to take the 4th crucifixion initiation or to baptism initiation, which is related to the 4. Wonderful opportunities for 4-ness and to perfect our 4. Opportunity for balance, at-one-ment and harmonization on all levels. The New Zealand Maori are the 4th root race. Influenced by the 4th ray, Maori love to decorate themselves in dwellings. Face tattoos or mokos convey prestige and status. And this is a Maori welcoming call that they call on when people are arriving for celebrations. Can it be turned up? Growing up with that sort of call around me, every time I hear that, it really evokes something because Maori blood is in my essence, and I really love that. I would have liked it to have been loud for you. You may have got some sort of sense that I do when I hear it. Many Maori today are wearing mokos for ceremonies or for adornments, and the Maori gangs have started to wear it, and a lot of them, and even sportsmen, you may see they've started a craze in New Zealand that's gone out, and they have all these tattoos coming down here. I don't know if you've seen that film, Once Were Warriors, but they had the Maoris gang members in there with all these tattoos all over them, and it's becoming a part of the scene, and it's quite wonderful because for my parents' generation around there, the English tried to kill out the Maori culture. No one was allowed to speak Maori in schools, and they really suppressed it in every aspect of Maori culture. But as I was growing up, the children, it's had a resurgence, and so it's all like everything is Maoriness now, which is, and even if the gangs are using it, that's okay, because at least we're free to use it now, the culture, and to show it and demonstrate it. So Maoris love singing, dancing and weaving, and I'll let you enjoy this. I don't think you're hearing the sound of the speakers, are you? Okay. When they say the poi, those are those little balls they're twirling. And they're singing about the poise and how it relates to your feelings and emotions. So we're singing and dancing and feeling good. Okay, so that's just a little, we call it Maori action songs, and we all grew up with that. Maori just love singing and dancing. If anyone's been lucky enough to go to a party where they're Maoris, the guitars come out, everyone's singing and dancing, and you go home early because the fighting starts later after they've had too much alcohol. So next we experience the warlike side of the fourth ray, and the clip I've got here is a really interesting one. The Maori haka used to be performed when the Maoris were going into war, and so they used to generate their courage and that by doing this war dance together. And it's been adopted by the New Zealand National Rugby Union side, which is called the All Blacks, and they perform it now all around the world before they start, and it's become something that countries really look forward to seeing. And I just wanted to mention that the name of the national side, the All Blacks, has nothing to do with colour. Right back in the early 20th centuries, when they were trying to get enough money to go overseas, they were really poor, and they got the cheapest items of clothing, and they all happened to be black. Black shirt, black pants, black socks, and it got to be a tradition. And so whether you're white or black, Pākehā as we call them, European or Maori or Fijian or wherever you're from, when you don that black shirt, it's a great source of national pride for sportsmen and for all New Zealanders as well. So, but this particular clip I've got, somebody has worked over it and put drums in and oppressed a few warlike images, and I think it's a really wonderful example for the fourth ray vibration. It's quite a show. If you ever can see it, I don't think you get rugby union over here, but they really do put on quite a show. But the fourth ray also, as we know, rules peace. And this is a clip, one of our young singers, Hayley Westerner, really beautiful, clear voice. And this is a love song she's singing. Sorry about that. And I have a slideshow of New Zealand that I'll just let you watch it now. Grateful rules beauty and harmony and art. Grateful beauty and harmony in nature. And the beauty of God shining through man. Harmony, love and joy, and beautiful humanity. So, living with the fourth vibration, man touches the heights of ecstasy and the depths of despair. We have free will, we have choice. If we choose to live with a vibration of separativeness, judgment and harmfulness, we will live in a world of pain. If we choose to live with a vibration of inclusiveness, kindness and harmlessness, we will live in a world of love and beauty. It is our choice. When we choose to live in beauty and the lower quaternary, the 4 is purified and harmonized with spirit, it becomes a 10, the Holy Grail. The purified form through which the Christ Spirit can flow, such as it does through the following three outstanding examples of humanity. And we have of Albanian descent, I won't say that, but Mother Teresa. So Mother Teresa and Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela, of course, really was a fourth-ray man, came through training in Algeria for war in South Africa in his early years, so very much a warrior, but became a man of peace at the end, towards the end of his political life. Just look at the emotion on his face. He's being sworn in as South Africa's first black president. And of course, the Dalai Lama. Very interesting shot with Mao Zedong, 1954. Fourteenth Dalai Lama. These are the three examples of human beings who are perfecting the four and becoming the 10. It's been a long journey for the human kingdom, and more examples like these great members of our race are coming forward. Those who are bringing about or have brought about an inner harmony and attunement with the beauty and love of God due to the work of the fourth ray, and by living with the fourth vibration and harmonizing that energy within themselves, which means they have harmonized themselves with all about them and harmonized themselves with that inner indwelling sacredness which is within us all. We too are evolving from fours to tens and will follow either the path of the Buddha, basing spiritual practices on discrimination, dispassion, discipline, decentralization, the 4 Ds. D, of course, numerologically has a 4 value. So we will either follow that path or the path of the Christ and follow the Master's direction, which is love one another as I have loved you. Thank you.